Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today is a foundation review, my favourite thing to do. I love it. I could do it all the time. There's a few new foundations coming out that I want to review, but this one was a must. From the second they started teasing it, I knew I had to have it. BPerfect Chroma cover. Now I didn't get the concealer because at the moment, if I'm honest, I'm just a bit tired of concealers. So many people have brought out concealers, a bit concealered out, and my concealer routine is quite good. Like, I know what I like, so why change it? But foundations, I could change every day. So here we are. We're going to test this out. We're going to do a wear test during the day. I haven't got much planned today. It is cacking it down with rain because it's winter and because it's England. The two go hand in hand, really, don't they? So I'm just at home. I haven't got COVID anymore, but my husband still does have COVID. I'm allowed out. I'm all negative, but he's not. But I don't know if I'm going to go out anyway. I've got a stinking headache, so we'll see what happens. But let's just jump into this review. Let's go in. Let's go in. Let's shut up, yeah. Let's do it. Okay. So we are gonna be doing a wear test of the new BPerfect Cosmetics Chroma Cover Matte Foundation, which has the most glorious box I've ever seen in my life. I have to be honest. Packaging, A1. A flippin' one. This is £19.95. I bought mine off Beauty Bay. I don't know how many shades there are because I haven't counted. There's that many, so that's quite a few. Not a bad shade range. I went for Warm 3. So it says matte foundation, a weightless full coverage matte finish foundation, skin optimizing ingredients combined together with a concentrated pigment ensuring longevity and matte finish, hyaluronic acid and vitamin E. It's glorious box, but it gets more glorious because just mine's the wrong way round. But look at how it sits in its little nest. It's just a little, it's just so cute. It's really cute, and this bottle is super cool. I'm sorry, it's just a really cool bottle, and I don't keep boxes normally, but this little guy is going to go back in his little nest and he's going to stay in there forever. I love it. It's really tactile, and it is a pump, which is amazing. I haven't pumped any yet. I'm assuming I need to shake it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prime this face. I've done the top of my eyes. This is like a trend. I haven't finished it because my base isn't finished. But I keep seeing, I saw Michaela do it yesterday and now I have to do it because I have no willpower. This is a sexy look, isn't it? I'm going to prime with my Impossible Primer on, maybe we can do something with the hair. Yeah, that's slightly better. Now I just look like I'm balding. Impossible Primer on the old cheekies and the forehead. And a bit on the chin, actually, because why not? But obviously, you know, I use this primer all the time. The only thing, so I don't wear matte foundations anymore, so I'm a bit, I don't know how I feel about a matte foundation again. I prefer like a dewy look, but then everything I've seen online looks amazing. It does look really nice. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. So I'm going to be using the Cocoa Cosmetics by Chloe sponge. I did not know this grew to this size, and it is the softest sponge I've ever felt in my life. But I thought, give this a test as well, because I don't know why I smelled it, but it smells funny. But it's so soft. It literally, I know it's called the marshmallow sponge, but I want to eat it. But yeah, so I just let that primer sink in, have a bit of coffee. In fact, I'm going to give it a fair test and do exactly what I would normally do. So I've been using the Milani Supercharged Under Eye Brightener under any foundation. So I'm just going to get a little bit on my finger and dab. See, look, that just makes my under eyes just that little bit nicer. Right, let's get this bad boy on my face. So, big sponge. I'm going to shake this. Oh, so pretty. The box, the bottle. I don't know if this is going to be thick, thin. Hello. Hello. Alright. Oh, oh, oh. Oh. Oh, thick. 2 pumps. We're going to go 3. That gives me matte vibes. Do you know what I mean? The fact it doesn't, there's no wiggle. This is a big sponge. I don't know how you use a sponge this big. Wow, okay. Did it say full coverage? Yes. Oh my god, that's beautiful. I haven't put a foundation on my face and thought, wow, that's really pretty like that for a long time. I may have got a shade too dark. It looks really green, but it's because the light is so terrible today. It's not green in the slightest. I had a big spot there and that's vanished. I don't think I needed that much with this sponge. That could have been an error, not knowing how this sponge works. Put that under my eye and up here a little bit. So that is the fullest coverage that I've put on my face for a that doesn't look the right shade, but I promise you it is. It is a really, really good shade match. Even though it looks totally mad and green, it doesn't look green. I promise it doesn't look green. I need to get it into my up here areas. I just wish the lighting was better today, but I will show you outside. It is grim. Okay, so I did what, three pumps, and that has done my entire face without even thinking about it. I don't have a blemish in sight or really a pore. I still have a little bit, but not much. I am on first application, I can't judge it as the whole day, quite blown away by how beautiful that looks. I need to just blend my neck. I'm going to use a brush because it's still, you can slightly see these 2 blemishes. I could layer up another layer, but I'm not going to because I don't think it needs it at all. But it looks stunning, like actually beautiful. Oh. It is matte, but you can see it's got some, that was my chair, like dewiness to it. I can't quite handle it. I just wish it showed up the right shade on camera. I will take you into a different light, but it's disgusting outside. Right, I'm going to put some concealer on and just blend up here a bit because apparently I missed up here. This sponge is amazing. Absolutely obsessed. I really like that. Pop my little lid on. Pop him back in his little nest. Oh, You little cutie. Off your pop. I'm going to use, I think we're just going to go all out brightening today, because why not? The Eye Bright concealer from Revolution. Oh, there's some very loud horses outside. I don't know how to... I'm going to try and do it that way, maybe? The sponge is lovely, but it is quite large. I think I'm going to have to get the other one as well, because they do a smaller worm. Because I don't know how I meant to... not get that everywhere. Okay. Oh, it's pretty, guys. It's really pretty. That blended absolutely beautifully. I didn't know how I was going to feel about this. This was one, obviously it released yesterday. I'm going to use my Hiii Glam Golden Sun contour, one of my favourites actually. I didn't know how this was going to look, because obviously it was released yesterday. There wasn't crazy amounts of pictures of like it being worn, so I didn't really know what it was going to look like, but wow. Everything blends lovely. Lovely. I think I'm running out of this. It's very sad. I do like this sponge, but it is too big. It's far, far too big for my face. So I think I'm going to have to buy the other one. But they are always sold out, so that's fun. Just contour the nose. Oh, and up here. Because, you know, melts everything into your skin. Everything. Don't you think that looks really beautiful? Like, I am shocked at how beautiful this is. I'm powder my under eyes. I'm using the eye brightening one from Revolution. It's my favourite powder for under my eyeballs ever. And I never want them to discontinue it because I will cry. I'm not going to overly powder because I don't think it needs it, because it is meant to be matte. But obviously my under eyes, and I'm just going to just get those wrinkles out of my forehead, because this girl is turning 32 this year and hasn't had Botox yet. It's a sad story, isn't it? I can't quite get over how good this looks. It's really nice. If this lasts all day, my brain will fall out my butt. Right, I'm going to go finish this off, finish my makeup, come back looking substantially better than I do now, and we're going to wear test it for the day and see how we're going. But at this point, obsessed, absolutely beautiful, well worth the £19.95, round it up to £20, incredible. So I will be back shortly when I am fully make-upped. Okay, ignoring the fact that some of my makeup smudged under my eye because I used too much setting spray. And it's a water activated liner. Well done, Leanne. Congrats on being that clever. Let me zoom you out. I don't think initially I've ever put a foundation on my face that's looked this good this quickly. I don't think I've ever been this impressed with a foundation so quickly. Everything melted together so beautifully, and I just think it is beautiful. It is a beautiful foundation. Like, you can still see I could have covered this more. I know I could have covered these 2 spots more if I'd have done another layer. I don't think this lipstick goes with this eye look at all. I think I'm going to put some concealer in the middle and then some gloss. So I'm just going to do that because it's upsetting me. Yeah, I'm not sure I've ever liked a foundation this much so quick. It is absolutely beautiful. I've got foundation on every piece of jewellery in my entire face, haven't I? I'm going to wear it for the rest of the day. It's now 9:15 in the morning. I'll see if I can show you. Let me get rid of all of the notifications. 9:15 AM. So I'm going to wear it for the rest of the day, probably till like 5 o'clock, and see how it looks. I will go in another room and show you how it looks. It just looks, I don't have any pores really, or texture or anything. It just looks really good. So yeah, I will check back in with you in a few hours. I've got to go feed the duckies, even though I know they're going to be eating my lawn because it's raining, so all the worms are coming up, so they're just going to be like eating them. And I'll check back in with you in a few hours and we'll keep going until the end of the day. Okay, I'm in the bathroom because it's good lighting in here, so you can see the many COVID tests. The foundation is pretty much a perfect match. The lighting in this room is so much better. I'll stand under the window as well. Pretty much bang on. And let me... It just looks, that's a really beautiful angle. It just looks so nice. I do think it is... Oh, it's my bath tub. It's just a lovely bit of foundation, really beautiful. So I will check back in with you in a few hours and we'll go from there. Okay, it is now 1:46 and my face, apart from the fact my lipstick has gone, looks genuinely no different to this morning. I've got a migraine, so I've been lazing around and leaning on my face, but it's not even worn off here. I normally get it breaking up here and there's no breaking. A little bit on my chin, but I've been like this a lot. Not on my head. Sunk into my smile lines the tiniest bit. My lipstick looks horrific. That's because I ate a sandwich. But genuinely, there's really not much difference. Like at all. I really want to leave this on longer, but I also really want to take all my makeup off just so that I can laze around and have my head on my husband so that he can massage my head because it hurts so much. But so far it's pretty incredible. It doesn't actually say long wear, does it? Ensuring longevity, but it doesn't really make any claim on the box about length of time. So I'm quite impressed. So that's how, yeah. I think the next check-in will be the last one because I really need to take makeup off at this point. Okay, it is now 3:10. I have to take my makeup off. I don't feel well at all. Migraine is really, playing me. I'm going to go sit outside for a bit and get some fresh air. Being inside for this amount of time isn't fun. I've never worn a foundation quite like this. I know it's not a full day, but I'd have only worn it for another 2 hours. But it has not moved. Like, I caught myself with my nail here like this. So ignore that. Around here, it has not budged. It has not moved. It has not broken apart. A little bit on this crease here, but that's inevitable. As I said earlier, I've been leaning on here. Even my forehead has barely gone into my lines. I'm blown away by this. Absolutely blown away. I think this is great for if you're going out. I think this is great for everyday use. I think it's just potentially one of the best foundations I've ever tried. That's saying a lot, because this is what we're working with here. Let's see. This is foundation draw 1, 2, 3. I try a lot. And I cleared out that recently. So I'm going to give this a banging 10 out of 10. 100% would recommend. 100% love it. I will be wearing it all the time. And it's also, even my husband, as I came out to film this, I said, like, this foundation is incredible. And he said, the skin, the actual shade match, he said, is brilliant. He said, you've never worn one with such a similar actual tone. So there we go. That is my review. I'm sorry it's not that little bit longer. I'd have liked to have worn it in the 2 hours, but you could probably hear from my voice I'm slurring because my head is that bad. That's what happens when I get a migraine. My speech slurs and I hate it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is a really bizarre angle. Hello. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.